Hello outcasts and other viewers. In today's video I'll be showing you some hidden spots, specifically on Kashyyyk. It's been a while since I've brought you some hidden spots, as the game has made it quite difficult to find them, what with not being able to use a jetpack as regular troopers, and when you are dedicated jet troopers you can't have friends spawn on you. Combine that with the invisible walls everywhere and the ceiling of the map being about 10 feet off the ground, you kind of feel like you're trapped in a box. However, despite this, we have found some pretty cool spots. Some will give you a really good overview of the map, and one that will actually get you under the map, for at least part of the map. Now stay tuned towards the end of the video for that spot, because we are starting off on the beach side of Kashyyyk, where the droids begin their assault. You may have noticed when you spawn in as a droid and look to your left and up, there are lots of floating platforms, and many platforms on the side of the cliffs, and I bet you've probably tried at some point to get there, and failed. Well, here's one way you can actually get up there and have a fantastic overview of the droid spawn and most of the way up the map. First off, make sure you're playing as the jetpack trooper, follow us over to the left side where you see this house, jump onto its roof, and when your jetpack has recharged again, jump to the platform where you see the glowing doorways. Now that's step 1, but you can get higher than that. Around the cliff face you can see there are some more platforms above you and on the same level. Well, if you jump back onto this cliffside right where we are now, you can actually begin to scale the cliff, and if you hold the W key whilst you're halfway up the cliff you won't move anywhere, and you can wait for your jetpack to recharge. Once you have your jetpack recharged, do a very quick, and I must emphasise this, very fast, like flick 180 and then hit your jetpack ability, and as soon as it activates do a very quick another 180 back to where you were facing before, and then start to look towards the platforms in front of you, sort of above you. Now if you do this right, you should be jetpacking into the underside of the platform, which will kind of give you like a boost. If you think of it like from the previous Battlefront, where if you jetpack towards a wall you'd just go flying upwards, kind of like that. But what it will mean is that you'll soar above the platform and you can actually land on top of it. Now from there, you are much higher up and you can run all the way along the connected platforms and snipe into the droid spawn. Now I'm not 100% sure if you could do this as clones. When we did this map on the clone side during this session, we actually joined halfway through the game, so we couldn't really get there because the map boundaries had pushed us back. So this may or may not be doable as a clones, but you can always give it a try. Either way, you get a very good view of a large section of the map. It's just unfortunate that the specialist can't spawn on the jetpack droid, but it may be achievable as a hero. We'll definitely try it, and if it is possible, that means that the regular troopers can spawn up there. I can only imagine how annoying that would be for the other team. Now obviously we haven't tried up yet getting further because the game actually ended, or actually no, I think it pushed us forwards. Either way, we could not get up, we didn't have time to try and get further up, but we will give it a go. Anyway, now moving on to spot number 2 on Kashyyyk. Let's move along towards the clone juggernaut section, where the objective is to either destroy them or protect them if you're on the clone side. Now wouldn't it be handy if you could stand on top of them and get a better view of the battlefield? Well, guess what? You can. Head over to these boxes on the way up to the entrance of the juggernaut. Again, for this spot you will need the jetpack trooper, but I suppose that isn't really a surprise with this one. But make sure you jump onto these crates and look towards where I am looking, and then you want to jetpack onto this corner. Now I just want to quickly point out you can actually do this on both of the juggernauts, just make sure you have the crates to jump on. But anyway, you may notice once you're up there that you can't really go anywhere thanks to the map borders, but if you crouch you can actually get a little bit further onto the roof, and if you look towards the centre of the juggernaut and you hit your F ability, you can go straight into the middle. Well, again, you're kind of limited to where you can go because of the stupid map borders, but once you are up there you can shoot down upon many unsuspecting enemies. Now, moving on to the last spot, you may be able to achieve this as another character besides the jetpack trooper, but we haven't tested it. You just need to be really fast. You see that clone carrier ship? You can get under it, easily. Head over to the left side if you are attackers and quickly go outside the map boundary, staying along the barrier that the game has by the clone carrier ship until you can walk straight around it. Then once you've run around it, make a very quick dash straight back into the game zone so you don't die. Now this is achievable as a jetpack trooper, but it could be possible to achieve it as the droidicers because they're quite fast, but maybe certain heroes as well. We haven't tried it yet, but you can always give it a try. Now once you're under the map, it's kind of pointless, you can't really shoot up into the carrier, but there are lots of walls you can jump through, and of course you're able to shoot back towards the start of the map in the direction of the beach as well. Obviously, again, this spot gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever, but this isn't always the purpose of hidden spots. It's just to highlight areas of the map that you either didn't think you could get to or places you shouldn't really be able to get to. physically. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video or found these spots cool in any way, be sure to like the video, share it, comment any thoughts on the video, and subscribe to the channel, then click that bell icon so you receive notifications. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Robust Pirate, and I will see you in the next video.
We got millions of reasons